He keeps himself in trim by bending bars of iron. This bar is the genuine article which we tested before he began to play with it.
Beyond the bend, beyond the bend.
Jan, welcome to the show.
Thanks, Cody.
Great to have you. So, tell me a little bit about your background, where you're from, and how you got into steel bending.
I'm from Germany, in the middle of it. It's an area called Rhön. It's 100 kilometers north of Frankfurt. And I live here in a small village with my wife, my son, and our dog. And very nice here. So, yeah, I love it.
Nice. How old is your son?
1 year.
Oh, nice.
Last Friday, he turned 1 year. So, very fresh.
Yeah.
But yeah, very happy with it.
I have an 8-year-old son from my first marriage who he's doing some bending along with me. He's always down here in the basement lifting weights, and he just bent an Iron Mine blue nail braced, so he's very proud of himself.
That's cool.
And then I have a 4-month-old that was born on March 20th. Right into quarantine here in New York, so he's only known pandemic life, unfortunately.
Okay, yeah. Congrats for his son, the second.
Yeah. All right. So, do you remember the first time you saw someone bend a piece of steel?
No, I don't saw someone. It was back in 2015. I browsed the internet and I saw on a German weightlifting and strongman forum that someone write about nail bending, steel bending stuff. And I look at it and said, okay, that's interesting. And I search the whole internet about the thing, and I come to the Iron Mind website. I found the grip board, and yeah, I told me I have to try this. Because I have good access to some steel because of my work.
Yes.
And yeah, then I tried it. I think I started with a cold rolled steel 5mm bar. And yes, it turned well. Then I tried a 6mm bar and turned also well. And then yeah, a little bit of time for the 7mm, but in the meantime, I watched everything about this stuff on the grip board. I watched nearly every bending video out there from all the guys who were active and the past guys, and yeah, so I learned from watching the videos and tried it, filmed myself, tried to compare it with the good guys, and yeah.
Nice. And how many years ago was that?
5 years. 2015. Oh. I started 2015, and yes, now I'm 5 years in the game.
All right. Now, what was your athletic background prior to that point? Were you lifting weights, or did you play sports as a kid, or just started straight into bending?
No, it's a very long journey. Yes, very similar to your passion. I started as a 5-year-old child with judo. My parents take me to a judo club, and I do this till I was 19 years old.
Oh, nice.
So 14 years old. Then I switched to grappling. I searched for a grappling club. Was yeah, normally submission grappling, and yeah, was very good till I was 25, 26, 27, 28. Yeah. And then I started only to work out here at home in my garden hut. Only a little bit strength and conditioning, and yeah, nail bending. So that's the background. Not a good strong background, only a fighting background. Yes.
Yeah, you're in good company here. That's similar to mine. You know, it's I didn't realize that you came from grappling. That's very cool. I'm finding that so many of the benders were involved with some type of grappling at one time or another. I just had Tom Flesher on last week from New York, and I didn't realize he was a wrestler until I had him on. So there's definitely he was a wrestler until I had him on. So there's definitely some parallels between steel bending and grappling.
Yeah, many guys. I mean, Don Cummings was a very good high school wrestler, and one of the first grappling guy I watched a bending video was Dan Strauss from England.
Oh yeah, he's coming on. He's coming on right after you in about an hour.
That's great. Yes. Good guy.
He is the reason that I ever, thought about bending a nail or, lifting a stone or tearing a deck of cards or anything like that. He is the guy that exposed all that to me. So very excited to talk to him.
Okay. Then say to Dan that he have to come back to the steel bending.
I'm going to work.
Last double overhand bend I saw from him was the 175 kilogram from iron grip, and that's not enough. So
yeah,
but yeah, he has a lot of projects. So
yeah, he's dabbles in a lot of different strength activities. It seems he just released a YouTube video called "Stones and Strangles," where he travels through Scotland. Teaching jiu-jitsu, lifting the historic stones.
Very interesting. I have to watch it. The second episode is out now today, I think.
Yeah, I think so. I think you're right.
I have to watch it on the weekend.
Mm-hmm. So what is it about steel bending that just keeps you so motivated in it? It seems to be that's the number one thing that you're doing as far as strength. So what do you like about it? Just collecting the certs, and now you have your own certification line. What motivates you to just stay doing it? Because it's hard.
Yeah, it's tough. I think the main reason is only to bend bigger steel.
Yes,
it's very simple. There's no comparison between others or something. Others are great inspiration. Mm-hmm. But I think as I started, I set a goal. The first goal was the red nail. It's always most of the biggest parts.
Yeah.
Then after that, there was another goal and another big goal. And there are so many goals. You can collect so many bands. Certs are fine. But I think for you personally, always to keep the bigger steel, you got a nice bar, a nice bow, then okay, there's more in the tank, I think. So yeah.
Just
main reason to keep motivated is I want to bend bigger steel. So that's really simple to me.
Yeah, it's great. There's something so satisfying about having the physical piece of to show your hard work. Is if you lift weights, they look the same after you lift them, but a piece of steel that's now bent because of your efforts is something really nice about that.
That's right. There's so much different materials. There are stainless steel, brass, cold rolled steel, hot rolled steel, bolts. There are so many and different lengths, diameters. That's a big world, and it's nice to conquer the world. Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. So do you have any type of particular training that you follow for your bending? Do you do warm-up bends? And then when you're going to, how many times a week are you trying to cert on things? How many times a week do you bend?
I work out every day, not on bending, but the normal strength and conditioning. And I always do a little bit arm wrestling stuff. Really, bending workouts are 1 or 2 days a week. So I try to 1 or 2 days, and it's from week to week different. Sometimes I bend high volume, sometimes I bend only 2 or 3 hard bars. So at the moment I train for a big goal of mine, which I had in mind some years ago. So I try to keep up the volume, and for warm-up on the bending days, I always try to keep a good blood flow in arms, hands, shoulders, upper back, front. So nothing special. Some pull-ups, some push-ups, not too heavy, high volume, very light. Then I always do my 2 warm-up bends. These are 8 millimeter cold rolled steel. It's like a FPVC bastard or a red nail. After these two bends, then something heavier, bolt, something like that, and then I switch to the normal bending thing.
Gotcha. Nice. What about, do you recommend specific exercises that will, do you believe there's exercises that get you stronger for bending? Like say on your off days when you're doing your normal workout thing, what exercises do you recommend that build bending strength, or just bend more?
Yeah, just bend. If you want to bend big bars, you have to bend. Bending is, in my opinion, bending is the best thing to get better at bending.
Yeah.
I think I personally don't have exercise which I can say this is really great to push my bending. I think more important is on off days from bending, thanks for rehab or prehab to keep a healthy shoulder and elbows and wrists. So yes, I think on off days, light exercise for these parts are very important. I'm a big fan of mace belt swings.
Okay.
For shoulder mobility and to keep blood flow in it. And yeah, I think over the years that was the best exercise for rehab or prehab.
Nice. How about if we switch the question? In what ways do you think you've become stronger because of bending?
In general, or only on bending?
In general, say, like, is there a particular lift, or I don't know if you currently are grappling anymore, or in what areas of your physical life do you feel like you're stronger now due to bending, if any?
I think the first thing is that the skin of my hands are are really tough. So yeah, I think this is I have on the index finger, on the upper back of the index finger, I don't feel something like 2 years or so. So if you have to touch something which is very hot, it's no problem anymore. This is a good thing. But yeah, I think in general, it's shoulders are strong, wrists are strong, wrists in a static position, not in a dynamic. But yeah, I think I'm only a double overhand bender. Tried only some braced bars, but in general, I'm only double overhand guy, and I think it's a good workout for the whole upper body. So
yes,
I can recommend this.
Have you experimented with any snapping?
Yes, at the beginning, I used to snap some very light bars as a warm-up. It was in the first year, I think, but after that, I have never done any snapping. Don't know why, but it was only first thing I snapped that always unbraced, but it was only 5 or 6 millimeter as a warm-up or to toughen hands up. But then I have never done it. Don't know. I don't think that's my thing.
Yeah,
I'm not strong at it. But I like to watch it. Yes, in the Steel Shredder combos from David Horn.
Yeah.
As I said before, I watch every bending video there. So yeah. It's great stuff.
I like the snapping. It reminds me of grappling, just in the endurance factor of it. I'm competing in the Steel Shredder, and it's so hard, but it's a lot of fun. You know, once I'm done, I really feel like that was a killer workout. You know.
Yes, of course. It's snapping is for the whole body, and very exhausting, and lots of cardio. Yes.
Oh yeah. That guy Ruben, he snaps things so fast. Have you watched any of his videos?
Yes. Ruben Huge from Wales, I think.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. I don't say so many from his videos because I think he's only on Facebook.
Oh, okay.
I am the guy who's not on Facebook. So, but I saw on the last Steel Shredder 6, I saw his band because I take part in this competition.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, there I saw it.
He's incredible. And then I just found out that he's a stone wall builder, like a stone mason. So obviously
Yes.
he has incredibly strong hands, and for a lifetime of doing that. So what are some of the big bends that you're most proud of? What certs are you the most happy with?
I think it's hard to say because it's always a matter of reps. So I think I'm a fan of one EMP bands. I just like them because they are crazy. Only one EMP. And I think the best one EMP band was a 6-inch rep nail or a 6-inch stainless steel bolt A2.
Wow.
That was nice. Then the normal EMP bands with just EMPs. I think the best one was Cold Rod Steel 9mm and 6-inch grade 5. Yes.
Wow.
And to switch to doubles, it's hard. So I think, really proud is the King of All Bastards.
Mm.
That was a good goal. It was not a hard batch, to be honest. It was a batch from 2016 and 17. It was, I think one of the lighter batches. But I mean, it was the King of All Bastards.
Yeah.
So, and this year, I think the square 8mm at 5.5 inch on 6-inch was, that was great double pad bands. So these are the bands which I'm most proud of, I think. Yeah.
Nice. And how about bends for the future? What are you trying to work up to?
Yeah, I have to do these grade 8 or these 10.9 bolt.
Yeah.
I tried it for so long and I bent 2 fully, but not in one session and not in the 5-minute time limit. And these 2 bolts, I don't know why. These are a big pain in my ass. To be honest, this is this is a big goal. And then I have to go short of this bolt, and I think in 2 or 3 years I'm ready for this 12.9. So yeah, let's see what it goes. But at the moment I'm really focused on these bolts.
Yeah. Nice. How's it been since they've been out? Are more and more people ordering them? Is more people cert on them?
Yes. On the set now?
Yes.
This was really surprising for me because the third is live for 5 or 4 weeks, and there are, I think, 17 certs now, and
Wow.
really huge orders. And this in a time where early on this year there were, you don't saw a lot of bending videos out there. So really surprising and really great. And thanks for everyone who takes part of it. It's a project of a heart, and I'm really happy about it.
That's great. Yeah, it's very cool. It's really cool. If anybody hasn't seen it, Jan has a list of certifications, and he's offering up cash prizes for the top 2, correct?
Right, yes.
So look him up and order some. Has anyone besides Derek bent the hardest one?
Yes. First one was Alexander Denisovsky from Russia.
Yeah.
And really big surprise. I don't have him on the focus for this bolt. I know that he's a very strong bender, but I hadn't thought that he would destroy this bolt in the time limit. So very great. You have done it, and and Derek, absolutely demolition man of these bolts. Yeah, never thought that this will will escalate so quickly. So very happy about it and great to see it. Yeah.
So cool. It's crazy. Derek being under 200 pounds, I don't know how that guy is so strong. It just doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah, but really, really good benders are under 200.
All right, let's see. So we're talking about the certs and then how strong Derek is, and you're just talking about the momentum of basically people hitting that cert.
Genau. So we were at, I talked that there are really good benders which are under 200 pounds of weight. So yeah, I think the body weight is not a big deal of big dance. So
yeah,
Derek is a lightweight or a middleweight. Tommy was light or middleweight. I think he is now a little bit heavier.
yeah.
Some guys from Russia are under these limit. I'm also under 200 pound.
That was going to be my next question.
Yeah.
Nice. So yeah, I'm under 200 as well. So I'm happy some little guys are bending big stuff.
Yeah, but I'm really near of the 200. So I have the 200. I think 200 are 90 kilos.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, I'm around this 90 kilos, 85 to 90. Yeah, it's a good weight. It's a good weight for me.
Yeah. All right. What about we talked about your bending program. So after a hard bend, like you cert on something, do you do anything particular for recovery? Anything for your hands or your anything like that? I've had different answers from all the guys.
Yes, I do lots of things to get the blood flow in the areas, like light body weight exercises, some wrist curls, mace swings, as I talked before. And yeah, I only take the cold and warm bath for the hands, like Derek mentioned before.
Yeah.
I do this since beginning, so years ago, and I think it really helps to get the blood flow. And yeah, on a hard bend, always the hands are always smashed up.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
What about nutrition? Do you follow any type of special diet, or you just pretty much eat what you want?
No, I don't care about it. I make a lot. I work out a lot on everything in the body, and I do a lot of rehab and prehab. But nutrition, yeah, I love chips and beer. So yeah, Bender's best food. Bender's best food. Talk to other strong guys like you are or Tommy. They will say yes. That's the thing you go.
Nice.
Nothing other will help, I think.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm not sure if you're aware of who Gary Tonin is in jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
He
the five guys diet.
Yep. Exactly. Yeah. He's always mocking people that say you can't out-train a bad diet and things like that. How about major injuries from bending? Have you sustained any major injuries or just damage to the hands?
Yeah, I am the lucky guy. I have really no big injury from bending or in general. Only some skin tears or blisters or something like that, but that's part of the game. But yeah, nothing really popped up in all the years, and yeah, that's good.
That is good. Some of these stories I've heard scare me. Like I had Jaden on the show a couple days ago. His episode will post in 2 weeks, and he was telling me about his tear on his thumb when he was bending a wrench brace that he
I saw it on the video.
Yeah.
And it popped, and you can hear it, and you think, okay, that's broken. So yeah.
It's scary.
Not good, but yeah, he pushed through it, and yeah, he's on a great way, Jaden, and I think he will bend really big in the future.
Oh yeah, absolutely. All right, so you've listened to the show in the past, so you know what the medley is. It's a rapid fire series of questions.
Yes.
So, you ready for this?
Yes.
All right. Your favorite thing to bend?
Bolts.
All right. Hardest thing to bend for you?
Bolts and stainless steel, the big ones. They are really tough. And
All right. Strongest bending style for you?
double overhand.
Yeah. Weakest style?
Every other style. really every other style. I'm not good at double underhand, at reverse. Okay, braced, I think I'm advanced perhaps, but nothing big on this list. Yeah.
Yeah.
And sometimes I try some horseshoes, but 1 or 2 times a year. That's all.
Yeah. I just did my first horseshoe this week, and I was very, very happy with that.
Yeah, it's a cool style, of course.
That took a lot of days down here in the basement to not even budge one. When I got it moving, I was like screaming. I was so happy. It was funny. How about something outside of bending or strength sports that you enjoy?
In general, family time.
Nice.
Family time is good. Yes, playing with the dog, take a walk with them, and some do-it-yourself projects here at home. Something with steel, something with wood, and yeah, that's cool for me.
Cool. All right. How about one bend that's got away so far, let's say? What have you attempted and you just haven't been able to put it down?
Yeah, the big bolts.
All right.
Grade 8 or 10.9, 10.9, this bolts, yeah. Lot of attempts, lot of fails, but in general, in the steel bending world, you have so many fails, that's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Everyone is stuck at years at some bends, hats off. It's many fails, but if you bend it, the world stands still, and it's such a great feeling.
Oh yeah, yeah. Kind of like in grappling, you get tapped far more times than you ever tap anything, you know?
Yeah, you tapped every training hundreds of times, think, finish rounds. So, and then the guy you got tapped 100 times, one day you tapped him once. This is great.
Yeah, exactly. How about the strongest person you know or have ever met?
Because of the steel bending podcast, not met, but I think the strongest guys at the moment active are Derek Rabel and Alexander Klimovic. I think these 2 guys are phenomenal strong, and the double overhand style. Braced bar, long bar style, good buddy of mine, Karl August Merz. Untouchable, really untouchable, I think. Horseshoes, back in the days, Jason Bergman, and nowadays Ivan Yastrebo from Russia. I think they bend horseshoes. It's unbelievable. Yeah. And in normal strength and conditioning, I have a buddy, Julian Haupt is his name. He's here, living in Germany. He's a freak. Yeah, in both.
Nice.
He's really a freak. Crazy strong, and his squat is 280 to 300 kilogram at a body weight of 80 kilogram. And he's sprinting like a hound. So yeah.
Cool.
So
does he have any training on YouTube?
no, he's not on YouTube.
Okay.
Just Instagram. Yeah.
Okay. How about the best advice you were ever given? Can be about bending or not. Could be just about life.
Life, I don't have so much. To give good advice, I can give bad advices, a lot of, but good advice in life. Found a good wife, build a house, yeah.
There you
Make
go.
make a family, be happy. Go to the garage on the garden hut, bend stuff, and that's the best advice I can give in life. In bending itself, it's like if you want to begin, start slow, start light, try to get every information. I mean, in this small community, you can ask everyone, and everyone will be very helpful and give you good advices. So try to get more information than possible. Yeah, and bend, and don't go too hard too often. Slow and steady. It's a marathon, not a sprint. So yeah, that's
Nice.
I think the best advice.
How about the funniest reaction a person has had when they find out you spend your time bending nails and things?
Yeah, I think the most guys think that we are totally crazy. I think they are a little bit right with this.
Yes.
So yeah, they don't can imagine it, but yeah, I forced a lot of guys to try it. Some
Oh,
stuck
yeah.
at it. Some say, okay, that's nothing for me. So yeah,
It definitely takes a special kind of person, for sure.
absolutely.
So you reached the end of the medley. Congratulations.
Great, thanks.
All right. In closing, who's someone you'd like to see me have on the show?
Oh, I think that's hard. So I think every active or bender from the past is very interesting because everyone has its own story and everything. Or if he's elite at bending or just a beginner, everyone is really interesting. But yeah, I think if I have some wishes, always the Russian guys, but the problem is the language barrier. Most of them can't talk good English, as me, of course, but
No, you're doing fine.
I try it. So yes, the good buddy of mine, Karl August Merz, good bender, always certed at my bowls list, and yeah, good horseshoe bender, longbar bending, really good. That would be cool. Another buddy of mine, Daniel Graupner,
Okay.
also in Germany. Both are really better in English than me, so that's cool. He's always active bender, tries to destroy some big steel in the future, and yeah. Then Juha Lehtimäki from Finland. I think he was the first guy who banned the gold nail with single iron mine pads. So
All right.
he had.
Yeah.
I don't know how his English is. I always writing with him,
Yes.
but I don't know what's with talking or this web stuff. So perhaps you can ask him. Another cool guy here from Europe is Hannes Kainz from Austria, or with a good English. Yeah, good crusher. And yeah, the other guys from USA, I think you all have them on the list. Like,
yeah, I've reached out to a lot of people.
like Tommy EJ JT Strausner would be very interesting because of his challenge bar project. It's always the third this year. And Aaron Corcoran, one of the best benders all time. Yeah. These guys I have in mind.
Awesome. All right. Where can people find you if they don't know what your social media is?
Yeah, I'm always on YouTube and Instagram. YouTube, I'm Jan Horrido, the name. Instagram, I'm Horrido with I don't know what's in English is, an underline at the end.
Yeah, underscore. Yeah.
Horrido and underline. Yeah, on the group board, I am Horrido. So these are the three channels where I'm active.
Nice. And any brands or gear or events you want to give a shout out to?
I think the bending podcast is a shout out worth. So thank you for this great thing. It's yeah, I love it. It's really cool for the steel bending community. So very thanks for your time and your work.
Oh, thanks,
I think
man.
that's really great. And thank that I can be part of it. And then a brand I recommend Climb On. Climb On is a great cream for your hands. If you got smash hands, it's normally for climbers, but it's 100% natural. I think you can eat it. But this, I only say it because I'm really a fan of it, but it helps really to get the hands back in shape. So this and yeah, the other things. Every bending cert out there, there are a lot. Russia, Italy, Cribbin Brand Italy, Noble Force from Bartosz Tibilov from Russia. It's great. David Horn competitions are always great.
Oh yeah.
And, yeah.
And what's your website, just so that people know it?
Our website is www.horrido-bending.com.
All right.
So very simple. Yeah.
www.horrido-bending.com.
Thanks.
Awesome. All right, Jan, thanks so much, man. It was good to talk to you.
I have to thank you. And yeah.
And like I said on the other episodes, I plan to do a season 2 where I have some people back on. So I'll definitely have you back on, and maybe we'll do it with another guy too, and we'll do like a round table discussion or something like that.
Oh, that would be great. If you're interested to have me on this, I'm ready.
All right. Awesome, man. Well, have a good rest of the night. We'll talk soon.
Yes, you too. Have a nice day.